Estepinian on the overlap. A dangerous position for Arsenal to defend. And there's a free header inside the area. And it's Enciso. And Brighton find the breakthrough. There's an opportunity for Undav to clip one over Ramsdale and into the net. And Brighton punish Arsenal and surely make sure of those 3 points. And Welbeck gets the ball out of his feet. Starts powering towards the goal to pick out Undav again, who lines up another strike. Beaten away by Ramsdale, but not fully clear. And Estepinian can turn home. It goes from bad to worse for Arsenal on an incredibly frustrating afternoon here at Emirates Stadium.
A disappointing outing for the Gunners last night against Brighton and Hove Albion. With that, we welcome you to Kiko Sport Show. This morning, the first half of AM Update. My name is Oladapo. Couldn't be check the time right now. It is 8:01. This morning, we look at updates from the world of sports, talking tennis, talking NBA. We'll also talk football, talk transfers. Well, a lot of Chelsea fans is no longer news. Mauricio Pochettino is just an inch close to becoming the manager of Chelsea. However, we also look at the contribution of Nigerian players, most especially those who are battling relegation. Well, it is not longer news. Southampton got relegated over the weekend. And if you look at the likes of Paulo Nuachu, Joe Aribo in that team, they were kings where they were coming from. But they became like slaves in England. Well, we also say congratulations to Barcelona, who got crowned as La Liga champions over the weekend. Well, remember, games are going down tonight in England, Spain, Italy, Nigeria. We've got an update also concerning the Nigeria Premier Football League. One game is also going down. We're going to break, and when we return, we start with the stories. Remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. Same as YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. My name is Oladapo. Kunubi. Good morning. Okay, so let us start with the NBA, shall we? Well, Jason Tatum scored a playoff career high 51 points, the most ever in a Game 7 in NBA history, to lead the Boston Celtics to a 112-88 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday to return to the Eastern Conference Finals. After a 16-point fourth quarter performance rallied the Celtics to a Game 6 victory, Tatum was hot from the start in the winner-take-all Game 7, going 17-28 from the field, including a 6 of 10 from three-point range while grabbing 13 rebounds to help Boston advance to face the Miami Heat in the Eastern Finals for a second year in a row. The series will begin Wednesday in Boston. Well, when you celebrate, well, you also have to look at the other side of the coin, where Monty Williams has enjoyed a good run of success as coach of the Phoenicians, but his inability to lead a team to a championship has cost him his job. The Suns fired Williams on Saturday, 2 days after they were eliminated by Denver Nuggets in Game 6 of the Western Conference Semifinals series. Well, remember, Williams just completed his fourth season as Phoenix coach, finishing his tenure with a 194-115 record, including a trip to the 2021 NBA Finals, which the Suns lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. By the way, where are the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Where are they? But let's just move away from that, right? Let's go straight and talk tennis. This morning, looking at the live updates coming from that side before we talk football. Okay, so let's go straight to the Italian Open. Games are going down today, starting 10 o'clock with the doubles where Rohan Bopana is teaming up with Marcel Ebdin against Jason Kubler and Alex de Minaur. Well, for the singles, Bonacore will be up against Roberto Carbelas Vienna as Marco Cecchinato will take on Yannick Hoffman. Andrew Rublev against Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, and that is going down by 11:30. Same time, Fabian Marozan is battling Carlos Alcaraz. Bernard-based Pata Miralles will take on Danny Medvedev as Jeffrey John Wolf battles Alexander Zverev. Lorenzo Musetti will be up against Francis Taifel as Stefano Tsitsipas take on Lorenzo Sonego in the singles. The last singles of the game that will be of the tournament will be by 6 o'clock. Tsitsipas against Sonego in the ATP category. Looking at the WTA category going down this morning. Starting 10 o'clock, Madison Keys will take on Alina Kalnina as Queen Xiang take on Zhug Wang. Mario Soria against Beatriz Adia Mahia as Maria Boskova will take on Veronika Kudermetova by 12 o'clock. 1 p.m. Daria Kasatkina takes on Jelena Ostapenko as Maketa Vondrousova will take on Elina Rybakina by 2 o'clock. Last game of the day, 7:30, we see Igor Swiatek take on Jonah Venkich. Away from tennis, let's go on a break and we'll return to talk more. Okay, welcome back. Still Kickoff Sports Show, the first half of AM Update. Well, shout out to Duke Pereira, Ayodeji Alvin, Adeboye Adeboje, Yusuf Oladimeji. Good morning to you guys. Well, Duke, let me quickly get through your message this morning, and I hope Arsenal fans can listen to you here. Well, we're saying good morning. I hope the Gunners will build on the momentum of this season and work next season. Players will take more time than had to stay motivated as they came into the season next season. It is only Pep who will collect you more than 90 points and still not win the league. Hopefully Arsenal will fix it again and fix it again when they found it wrong this season. It's been a good fight. Is that a good fight? With the Gunners, as Italians would say, quasi non ucci o uccello. Okay, continue. Alright, but shout out to Gunners fans. That's especially what happened yesterday, but it is what it is, right? But let's go straight to the continent, go straight to Algeria, where we had the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations ongoing in that side. The semi-final games went down yesterday. It was goalless between Morocco and Mali, but Morocco, went to the final on penalties, beating Mali 6-5. Senegal qualified to the final, beating Burkina Faso 5-4 on penalties after 1-all regulation time. So maybe if Nigeria had gone to that, had qualified to the semi-final, maybe it would have been a different story against Senegal. But here, the 4 teams that played at the semi-final have already booked their places at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup going down next year. So that has already been sorted. Okay, we are getting updates about the NPFL Group B rescheduled game. Rivers United and Sunshine Stars going down 4 o'clock today. Now, let's quickly go straight and talk about the English Premier League games that went down over the weekend. Remember, I took you back to what happened between Arsenal and Brighton that ended 3-0, but it was the same scoreline between Everton and Manchester City. Goals were coming from one man who will always let you know that at the end of the season you can count on me. He can go the one.
He'll want it on his left foot, and he does get it into the penalty, and it's hooked home by Gundogan. What great control. City lead, and here is Gundogan again. Gundogan's ball in, Haaland's header, it's 2 in double quick time. Erling Haaland is on the score sheet, he's hardly had a sniff. And Gundogan is over it, so is Riyad Mahrez. They can both strike from distance. Gundogan goes for goal and he chips it home brilliantly. Oh, that's outstanding from Ilkay Gundogan. What a finish, he picked his spot.
Okay, Manchester City unstoppable with what happened, right? But for Pep Guardiola, he spoke about how the season has been challenging, crazy one. I mean, fighting for the Premier League, fighting for the FA Cup trophy, also looking to a way to jump on the UEFA Champions League trophy.
Well, it's a dream come true being here, honestly. I know at the end we don't get maybe the trophies that people say, they're a not good team, a failure team, or disaster team, but it's a dream come true being here. Only team in Europe to fighting for the whole competition, to our FA Cup final with United, and still it's not over. The Premier League is never end. We know it for the past with Liverpool. This season is the same. I think pretty sure Arsenal is going to win the 2 games they have in hand. And being in semi-final home with our people, second leg to try to reach the final Champions League. So I thought we come from for the previous seasons is an extraordinary achievement what we are doing. Hopefully we can finish well.
Yes. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola speaking after his team's 3-0 victory over Everton. But Arteta was frustrated and saying, well, we have to apologize to the fans. It has been frustrating a period for the Gunners. And well, like what Duke Pereira said, you just have to think and see how you can be better next season.
Different feeling to the feeling that we all had after last Sunday, when we felt proud and we felt that we really did what it takes to win in certain moments, and today is completely the opposite. Today we have to apologize to our people, especially for the performance that we had in the second half.
Do you accept now that part of the race is over?
What I have to accept first is what happened in the second half, digest it, individually look at what we have to do very differently for the next match, and after that, till mathematically is over, the second position is secure. That's not going to change, but we have to digest, and that's going to take a few days. I don't know. At the moment, it's just frustration. The feeling that we gave the game away in the second half, and we fought really hard to be in the position that we are in, and today was a critical moment to keep hoping and keep digging for that dream, and when you have to play in these moments, you cannot do what we did in the second half, and then we have to look if the team is capable of doing that when it comes to the biggest stage. It's a lot of things that we have to analyze and think about, because it cannot happen.
Mikel Arteta. Well, he's tried his best, and well, I think one of the things we always say here in Nigeria, we move, right? Okay, so let's check some of the results. Well, remember, one game is going down tonight, and that is the clash between Leicester City and Liverpool. Let's just quickly look at this. Justin Vestergaard, they have been ruled out of Leicester City squad for the clash tonight, same as Ramsey Thiago Bajcetic. Also ruled out for Liverpool, but questionable for tonight's game. Navigate Firmino for Liverpool, Bertrand, and Iheanacho for Leicester City. Looking at how the table stands currently, well, for Jeremy Vardy, according to reports, what he wants is to see Leicester City avoid dropping at the end of the season. Leicester City is with 30 points. A victory for them over Liverpool tonight will move them to the 17th spot, with Everton dropping to the 18th spot and Leeds dropping to the 19th position. And while for Liverpool, you're dreaming of European football. 3 points for them tonight will give them 65 points. They'll have to still be in the 5th position. I mean, looking at their last 5 games, it has been win. Victory over Nottingham, victory over West Ham, Tottenham, Fulham. But look at that of Leicester City, just 1 win, which was a 2-1 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers. A loss against Manchester City, drew against Leeds, drew against Leicester, drew against Everton, and lost against Fulham. We'll go on a break, and when we return, we'll look at all the league games. It is still Kickoff Sports Show, live on your Remedy Radio Down Solutions at 939 FM.
For this Naija wey we dey so, say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o. You wan send money to Male for Villa, just use Momo. You wan buy recharge card or data, just use Momo. You wan pay for market wey you buy, just use Momo. You fit use Momo run plenty things without cash, as long as you get Momo account. No cash, no wahala, and e dey easy to open o. Just dial *671# to open Momo account. Set your PIN, transfer money from your bank account inside your Momo account. Make you fit dey pay for anything, send and receive money sharp because life dey simple with Momo.
Saleko is a jungle. Everyone does what they must to survive.
Gangs of Lagos don't land for Prime Video and na the #1 film, so make una go watch am. E get better stars like Toby Bakri, Adesuwa Wellington, Chike, Iyabo Ojo, and more. Plus the genge action wey dem do for the film. Chai! Now for only Prime Video you fit watch Gangs of Lagos, and dem go first give you 7 days free trial. Terms and conditions dey o. Oh yeah, check back to Prime Video.
Your comfort is important. If you're looking for quality, classy, comfortable, and imported furniture, Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise is a place for you. At Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, we've got a wide range of top-notch imported furniture for you at affordable prices. Name it: sofas, royal marble dining set, executive furnitures of all kinds, banquet furniture, bed and dressing mirror, kitchen cabinet, and lots more. Our intention is to make you feel comfortable always by providing quality furniture, whether at home, office, hotel, lounge and bar, and so on. Hurry now. Contact us today at Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, shop number AA 80-20, Railway Shopping Complex, Aleshiloye Market, and shop 8A-11, Railway Shopping Line, by Alalubosa Junction, Iyaganku Railway Crossing, Ibadan. Call 0802-303-0550 or 0706-225-2649. Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, home of quality furniture made for you.
Hello, sir. Do you mind if I interview you quickly?
No. I don't get time.
Just a quick one, sir. If you get 1 million naira right now, what would you?
You say? First of all, hey, I go share this my phone. After that, I will go buy red valves, you understand? Then I'll go work well. Come block my landlord office in my status. God declare for the boys there. Levels all live in that.
Take off on a millionaire level and do as you like with the FCMB Millionaire Promo Season 9 by increasing your savings account balance by 10,000 naira and keeping it for 30 days in your FCMB account. And if you are a new customer, deposit 10,000 naira into your account and keep it for 30 days. And you could be one of the winners of ₦1 million and other amazing cash rewards. Approved by NLRC and FCCPC. FCMB, my bank and I.
Okay, so a quick rundown of results of games decided over the weekend. Brentford defeated West Ham United 2-0. Aston Villa edged the Tottenham 2-1. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest put out a 2-0 draw. The Taiwan Winnie 5-star performance there, or maybe we call that 2-star performance. Well, Crystal Palace defeated Bournemouth 2-0. Manchester United edged Wolves 2-0 as Fulham defeated Southampton at the Emirates Stadium 2-0, contributing to their fall from grace. Leeds had a man sent off as they played out 2-0 draw against Newcastle United. Moving away from that, let's go straight to the Spanish La Liga this morning. Well, a lot of celebrations going down for Barcelona fans with that victory they had and being crowned champions of Spain. But talking about the Spanish La Liga, we got the updates concerning fans in Espanyol. With what we also got, Barcelona's players were chased down the tunnel at Espanyol after sealing the La Liga title with a 4-2 win over the City rivals on Sunday night. I mean, Barcelona scored 4 before conceding 2, and we say congratulations to the team. But a quick look. A game is going down tonight. Rayo Vallecano will be on the road against Real Betis. But other matches decided over the weekend. Sevilla went on the road at the Valladolid 3-0 as Elche defeated Atletico Madrid 1-0. 10-man Valencia edged home as Celta Vigo 2-1. As Real Madrid defeated Tafe 1-0. Villarreal edged Athletic Bilbao. 5-1. That was before the weekend game. But looking at this result, which also shows that things are coming thick and fast. Mallorca edged Cadiz 1-0. 10-man Girona Real Sociedad played out 2-0 draw. Osasuna defeated Almeria 3-1. Villarreal 5-1 over Athletic Bilbao. We'll move away from that and let's go straight to Germany. It was more of a lot of goals in the German Bundesliga over the weekend. And guess what? It is still Bayern holding to that top spot, 68 points. They've got Dortmund also won their game against Borussia Mönchengladbach 5-2. It was Bayern spanking Schalke 6-0. But looking at all the results in Germany, most especially for the punters, RB Leipzig edged Werder Bremen 2-1. Stuttgart, Bayer Leverkusen played out a 1-0 draw. As Bochum, Augsburg played out a 3-2 victory for the homers. Bochum, Eintracht Frankfurt spanked Mainz 3-0. Union Berlin defeated Freiburg 4-2. Wolfsburg edged Hoffenheim 2-1 as FC Köln defeated Hertha Berlin 5-2. The updates coming from that side in the German Bundesliga. Well, remember, no winner has been declared right there in Germany. But Feyenoord wrapped up the Dutch Championship with 2 games to spare after 2 early goals to set them on their way to a 3-0 victory over Go-Ahead Eagles in the Rotterdam on Sunday. So joining the likes of Napoli, Barcelona, teams to be quickly declared champions with games to spare. But remember, Napoli lost their game against Monza over the weekend. But remember, also in Italy, one man made a return. That was Paul Pogba. But second half goals by Nicolo Fagioli and Bremer earned Juventus a comfortable 2-0 win against second bottom Cremonese in Serie A on Sunday. But the result was soured by another injury to midfielder Paul Pogba. Remember, Pogba returned to Juventus last summer, but has struggled with injury since began the game as he started a match for the first time since the last April when he played for Manchester United at Liverpool. This man also needs to look at how either to go back to either Congo or Congo DR to go meet family and everybody, see what is the problem. But remember, tonight in the Italian Serie A, Sampdoria will be up against Empoli. But for other matches, Roma Bologna ended the game goalless over the weekend. Fiorentina defeated Udinese 2-0. Verona lost 0-1 against Torino as Inter Milan defeated Sassuolo 4-2. Spezia defeated AC Milan 2-0. As Salernitana defeated Atalanta 1-0. Lazio Lecce played out 2-0 draw. I mean, with this result coming for AC Milan, look at the result of Inter Milan. Remember, the UEFA Champions League is also going down this midweek. Inter Milan versus AC Milan. And remember what happened in the first leg. It was in favor of Inter Milan. Or maybe AC Milan decided to just come a beat and not have their players overstress themselves ahead of the return leg. We always love return legs, going to final shootout. I love that. I love it. But hey, also remember the French League on. Lionel Messi returned to the team. No goal for him, but that does not stop Paris Saint-Germain beating AC Ajaccio 5-0. 2 players sent off. Hakimi sent off in that one. Ajaccio also had a man sent off. But the likes of Dresser, Clemens, Lawrence, Martial recorded victories in France. But let's just quickly look at what the transfer papers are saying this morning. Well, a lot of people are focusing on, more on the managers making move. Mauricio Pochettino, over the weekend, we got that update. Chelsea trying to, cross the T's and dot the I's. But let us look at some of the players this morning. Manchester United are ready to reignite their pursuit of Juventus midfielder Andre Rabiot this summer. But Newcastle are also keen on signing the 28-year-old. Now, Leicester City have scrapped their end of the season award dinner with the club facing relegation from the Premier League, while the players face wage reductions of up to 50% if they go down. But, well, remember, some players are good enough to move to other clubs, depending on the contract they sign. And Arsenal are on alert after Ferland Mendy was told he can leave Real Madrid this summer. An update, Bayern Munich sporting director Hassan Salihamidzic has refused to confirm whether his side will sign João Cancelo permanently this summer. Okay, now Job Bellingham is set to quit Birmingham and sign for Sunderland, according to report. Well, Brighton head coach Roberto Di Zerbi has admitted Moises Caicedo and Alexis Mac Allister could leave the club this summer, but insists Kaoru Mitoma is going nowhere. Well, we know for Mac Allister, top clubs are also looking for this man, most especially after his super performance at the FIFA World Cup. Well, Gilberto Silva has urged Mikel Arteta to consider whether Alexander Zinchenko is the player he needs in the Arsenal midfield rather than a new signing. Well, more players will surely be in the news making move. However, we'll go straight to Chelsea, where Thiago Silva's wife has squashed reports the Brazilian could leave Chelsea this summer. Well, Burnley boss Vincent Kompany will hold talks with Wout Weghorst when he returns to the Claret this summer. If he wants to, continue with Manchester United, return to his original club. Well, Union Berlin are braced for summer offers for their star forward, Geraldo Becker, amid interest from Premier League clubs, including West Ham, Fulham, and Burnley. Well, talking about Lionel Messi, remember he got booed over the weekend, most especially with the drama that happened with the club and himself, traveling after the loss 2 weeks ago. But Barcelona winning the Spanish La Liga title. Now, Juan Laporta has again vowed to bring Lionel Messi back to Barcelona next season, even though he is likely to need to get £180 million in salary off the books to make it happen. But can that happen? We keep our fingers crossed to know more. Guys, we go on the break, and when we return, we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Also, trending issues. You've got opportunity to also react to some of the headlines coming from the papers we have. Well, shout out to Oladipupo Oluwaseun Bukola saying good morning from Baremu, Awoyemi Samuel Gbemileke saying good morning to you too. Mustafa Taiwo, good morning. Keep up the good work from Olokofefe Egbeda, Tuba Road, Ibadan. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. Still around, do not go anywhere.
Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay?
Lovely instrumental to start off the morning, especially on a very cold and wet morning like this. It's another beautiful Monday morning, though it's very wet here in the big and beautiful city of Ibadan. My name is Adedamola Lafenwa, and with so much excitement, I say welcome to the From the Daily segment of AM Update.
Are you sure you're excited?
Well, we move on.
No. I just want to confirm.
Yes, I am excited.
Damola Lafenwa Sadiq.
Though, no. Okay, well, let's say Saeed, right?
Sorry, Saeed. Jare.
Okay.
Sorry. Sadiq and Saeed.
Okay, if you want to take me back to what happened yesterday, I was highly disappointed. And I believe I'm speaking the minds of all Arsenal fans out there. I mean, Brighton shouldn't. We messed up some matches away, but I think we've moved on. We give God all the glory.
My name is Oladapo Kunubi. Yes, well, I'm back, and we say congratulations to Hilda. Breaking the Guinness World Record.
Finally.
And about to also set the record. I mean, I've been monitoring this, the Cookathon. They started last week, and a lot of people have been called. A lot of people went to the venue in Lagos. The likes of Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. There's this pastor that went there, Asprin Zamani. Talk of celebrities that went down to the venue of Hilda's Cookathon, and a few minutes ago, she broke the record, and she's setting extra more record. And we'll surely keep updating you concerning that. I just want to ask you, Lafi, like, how many hours can you spend in the kitchen?
Well, I love cooking personally, but when you talk about hours, maybe the most 2 hours.
The most
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
And what can you cook for that long? Beans.
It will shock you. I can actually make a lot of quite a number of dishes.
Like mixed okra,
African dishes.
like
I can make amala, semo. I tried doing the pounding of yam, but I couldn't do it. I easily get tired and get bored.
Okay, all right, guys, let's do something this morning. Let's look at the headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers.
Okay, I've got the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspapers with me this morning.
Right before me, we've got the Punch and the Nation newspapers. So let's go straight into this papers.
Okay, starting from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, I will take it from the cap headline. This one says, assault, policemen comb Seun Kuti's house, shrine. I think it's no longer news that Seun Kuti has been on the watch list of the Nigerian police due to the altercation between him and a police officer in Lagos a few days ago. Okay, going to the banner headline now. 10th National Assembly leadership. Shetima, South Governor, moved to split opposition ranks. And quite a number of riders to that. We have this one saying, parallel group meets today to endorse Abbas, APC Speaker designate. Doguwa drops ambition. We have number to clinch Senate presidency. Akpabio, Party Supreme, we will vote Abbas Kalu, Cross River members elect. Another writer said G6 aspirants may present Betara as consensus candidate. Minority caucus to take decision on aspirants this week. Ignore Northwest at your risk. Northern businessmen, others won. APC. Ex-South National Assembly members kick against microzoning of slots. And the last writer says defunct CPC bloc deserves speakership. APC group tells Tinubu NWC. Moving further, reconciliation. I have no running battle with Tinubu Bode George. That story is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Tambuwal calls for unity among re-elected incoming PDP governors. Hardship. Presidency, Anglican Archbishop trade words. Edda's attack. We are under siege. Nasarawa communities cry out. That story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
Okay, going straight to the Nation newspaper this morning and looking at the front page headlines. Olubadan or your ruling houses disagree over Makinde reform. Senators reps for inauguration in makeshift chambers. Right after that headline says 30 billion naira renovation ongoing. NARC bars discos from billing disconnected customers. Nollywood actor Murphy Afolabi passes on. Red headline from the Nation newspaper this morning. Embassy to profile 160 women, children before evacuation from Sudan. The banner headline from the Nation newspaper this morning. Tinubu is best prepared ever for president, says Akonde. And right after that, expect 50-year master plan from incoming administration. What to do on economy, another right after that. And there's a quote from that headline that says, we import foods, wines, spirits, clothing, perfume, body sprays, toothpick and toiletries, and then turn around to complain that the Naira is not strong. That is the end of quote from that speech from Akonde. Now, looking at other headlines from the Nation newspaper this morning, 69 senators have signed on for Akpabio. Barau says Ndume. Rising food prices, cash crunch, push inflation to 17-year high. Right after that, CBN plans reform to crash rates, boost purchasing power. And last headline here. 2 businessmen excrete 193 cocaine pellets in NDLEA custody. I saw the picture and I saw the way they were wrapped. Well, this and more you can get from the copy of the Nation newspaper this morning.
Dapo, you read a particular story there.
Okay.
Headline about 30 billion naira for renovation of what?
Yes, 30 billion naira renovation ongoing.
Where are they?
That is the chambers. So that is the headline. Senators reps for inauguration in makeshift chambers.
30 billion naira.
30 billion renovation ongoing. So
how much will it cost to
build
a new
chamber?
Well,
I'm not. I am not.
That question is blowing in the wind.
I'm not. You cannot call me a contractor.
That was because when I heard 30 billion, I was like, 30 billion for renovation. I needed to know where and what are they renovating, but it's all good. No, Nigeria we day.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Tinubu's loyalists broke a peace with Olabode George. That story is on page 16 of the Nigerian Tribune. Olubadan in council backs Makinde's chieftaincy reform in Oyo. Aviation union set to embark on total strike. That story is on page 7 of the Nigerian Tribune. To the banner headline now, NESG, LCCI, CITN set economic agenda for Tinubu, and rider to that we have advocate shared prosperity anchored on sustained targeted interventions accountability. The story is on page 6. That's the banner headline on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Moving further, assault on police officer Seun Kuti to report at police command today. Falana, PSC demands prosecution. Sudan crisis, FD evacuates 2,518 Nigerians, ends exercise in 15th batch. The story is on page 30. Police arrest 4 bank workers for allegedly killing debtor's wife in Ogun. And another one, I'm reading this one now. Traders count losses as fire guts Agbeni market. And there's a picture of the lady that's doing the cooking.
Okay,
thing. Hilda, okay, and we can see Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, giving her a thumbs up while she was at it. Okay,
don't let me, because I don't want to talk about the draggings that went on social media yesterday.
The picture is actually on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. You can see him giving a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay, and the last headline I'll be taking from the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. 69 senators-elect now backing Akpabio Barao, Stability Group says, and the riders to that boast more will join. And the last rider says, confusion as South-South lawmakers reject micro-zoning. These and many more stories were found on the pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Okay, so a few minutes to go, but remember, you can also be part of the program. The phone lines are open: 09098889939 or 0912-222-2939. We've got a lot of issues we're looking at this morning. First is that of the makeshift chambers, but I think the major burning one has to be Seun Kuti, harassing a police officer. And well, if you check his Insta story yesterday, he made it clear that on Saturday that issue happened. I'm going to read what he posted on his Insta story, and saying that people should just face and mind their business, that he has okay, so this was what he posted. Seun Kuti's Instagram handle happens to be Big Bird Kuti. Okay. And he said, he tried to kill me and my family. I have the proof, but I know they chase clouds. He has apologized, and I have agreed not to press charges. Make una mind una business. Make the poor guy no losing job. And after that, he posted that I welcome the investigation and will give my full cooperation. I also pray to the IG that whoever is wrong should be indicted. The question here is, I also saw another video yesterday. I mean, a particular side where he said that would not be the first time he will harass a police officer. Now, the police uniform is a sign of authority.
Yeah, it is. 1, 2,
we don't know what might have happened between himself and the police officer. Yeah. Some said, well, that police officer was his escort, but I'm not sure of that. He never said that in his statement. But here, another set of people said it was very easy for the Nigerian police force to quickly, say they need to investigate this issue. What of ordinary Nigerians that have been assaulted by police officers? So this is one of the issues we're looking at this morning. But if at the end of the day, Seun Kuti is found guilty, what will happen? Or what if he is innocent? Hope that will also not, increase the rate of attack on
police officers.
Uniformed men. That's the question this morning. But before going, we've not taken the punch. But remember, this also, if you're watching live this morning and you're listening live, if you're on Facebook, let us get your comment, your opinion live on Facebook. Facebook.com/Solutions939FM. Facebook.com/Solutions939FM. The phone lines to call this morning are 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. Looking at the Punch newspaper this morning, 86 senators will support me, says Akpabio. Operators demand tough sanctions as Nigeria loses 313 billion naira to oil thieves. Why I rejected request to visit Tinubu, Bode George. The banner headline this morning: states paying governors jumbo pensions or 3 trillion naira debt. And the writer to that headline: TUC warns governors to pay workers' arrears. Experts flay jumbo packages. At the sideline headlines this morning: Speaker Abbas Betara splits opposition camp. Nigeria imports 2.7 trillion naira sugar as government master plan store. Buhari's failure to rescue Leah Sharibu disappointing parents. Prisoners feeding. States fault FG seek new revenue formula. And this one: Seun Kuti musician may report to police today. Appoint Falano. All right. So those are the headlines, and let us start with that of Seun Kuti. I saw another message. A tweet yesterday from that is one of the Okoye brothers, one of the P-Square brothers, and he was apologizing to the Nigerian police force to temper justice with mercy. and these two set of people had. I mean, they were against each other during the election period.
Yeah, during the yes.
One was for Showore, one was for Peter Obi. But for the P Square brother, to come on social media, that wasn't Rude Boy, but that should be
Peter.
That should be Peter, and apologizing and appealing to the Nigerian police force. And yes, there are times that we have issues, we quash that. But coming on social media, doesn't that really show that Seun Kuti was wrong?
Well, I'm trying to avoid giving my personal, because I've been following Seun Kuti in the last few years, and I think this is my personal opinion actually. For me, I've seen Seun Kuti to be trying to portray himself as the son of Via Bamieda himself. But I think most times he keeps overdoing that thing, because sometimes I keep imagining, will Fela had snapped a police officer like that? I don't think it was never on record. Despite
if he had once attacked a uniformed man, a police officer, and a military, maybe a yeso.
I think the fact that he's a son of Fela, I think it keeps getting into his head, and because Femi is dead now. Femi has maintained a very clean record.
Are they from the same mother?
It doesn't matter.
They're from the same father, right?
The same father. But we have Yeni, who's the first child, the daughter. They've maintained clean records. It's not that Femi speaks against ills of society too, but he doesn't take it to the streets and start acting like. I think Seun Kuti, after this incident, he really needs to really calm down.
But Damola Lafewa, let's look at it from this angle.
Okay.
Some said he was trying to protect his family. You can go all lengths to protect your family.
From the video we saw, which I saw, in fact, I saw an extended video last night. And at that moment, his wife, Seun Kuti's wife, was even trying to at least
stop him,
persuade the husband to say. And you needed to see the way Seun even embarrassed the wife. I think it's not something good.
But some said
a celebrity.
No. Now there was a tweet from. Okay, so let's read the tweet coming from Peter Okoye. Okay. Wow, and you were so quick to respond. Just in case you didn't know, we haven't forgotten how mute you were during the elections concerning the whole threat on the Igbos in Lagos. We are watching, and the world is watching. We go all day, all right, last. Meaning, the Nigerian police force was quick to react when, the video emanated on social media, and the police PRO in Lagos, that is SP Benjamin Hundeyin, he was the one who even started, posting that the IGP has ordered the arrest of Seun Kuti and investigation.
There was one fact we should not forget. In recent times, we've had cases of police officers manhandling citizens, law-abiding citizens, maybe slapping, and they've lost their jobs. Some were being demoted. So I think based on that, we should give kudos to the Nigerian police, because they've been.
But here is how many. We've seen more, and just few.
That's why
have been brought to book.
Okay, that's why I said the ones that were brought to the social media. All those ones.
So if there was no social media, what do you think would have happened? Remember the lady that was killed in Lagos by a police officer. Remember the case is still in court.
Still in court, yeah.
And the pregnant lawyer that was killed. You know enough that we see here, even close to the Femi Johnson building.
What I keep saying is that two wrongs doesn't.
Yeah, can never make it right. Yes, yes, I know.
Two wrongs can make it right.
But the thing here now is, should the police officer, at the end of the day, go found innocent, won't that raise another eyebrow concerning the Nigerian police force? And should Seun Kuti, be declared innocent, won't that also, spark a lot of more reactions, or maybe give Nigerians the audacity?
I believe whoever that will be declared innocent or guilty will be based on proper investigations carried out. Okay. So if the Nigerian police is able to at least investigate and prove that the officer was at fault, well, I think let the court of law take its course.
Okay, all right. There's an update here about Hilda Baci breaking record for longest cooking marathon. We say congratulations. Well, Nigerian chef Hilda Baci broke the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking time. Hilda broke the record of 87 hours, 45 minutes, and 00 seconds set by Chef Lata Tondo in Rewa, India in 2019 this morning. Now, reports has it that Hilda Kick started the competition last Thursday, May 11 at exactly 4 p.m. And, well, we say congratulations to her, but you get more, in some of our subsequent bulletins here. But now let's go straight to another issue, which is, let's look at the Bode George story. There were different stories over the weekend concerning Bode George, and you remember he said should Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerge president-elect, he will leave the country. But Yoruba leaders are coming together, others are coming together, and if Bode George, is saying that, well, he's here to congratulate president-elect, but if at the end of the day things go well, maybe these two people will still come back to eat on the same table.
Interestingly, I see Bode George as someone that's only seeking attention, because as we speak now, the APC doesn't even know he exists. He will be the one to come on and say, okay, I'm not going to congratulate him. Why I've not congratulated him? I will go. And nobody seems to be even giving him any response to that effect, because I think Tinubu and the APC, they are getting set to at least to come and take over the administration, and they are making their plans, putting their house in order, and you are there saying you will not congratulate someone. It's just seeking attention. But let's get in touch with
Comrade Oluomotosho is on the line this morning. Top of the morning to you, Comrade. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, so we've got some issues here in the news this morning, and let's start with that of the leaders that met over the weekend. Bode George also saying that he will congratulate Bola Tinubu if, and maybe these Yoruba leaders are trying to come together and, forge forward to see that Nigeria moves forward away from politics, right?
I think the question here should be, how relevant is Bode George, Ola Bode George himself? Hello?
Yeah, hello, sorry, I wasn't hearing you properly.
Okay, so can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so we're looking at the headlines on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers, and we're looking at Bode George, who, during the campaign, the presidential election campaign, he was more outspoken about the likely, emergence of whoever emerged, most especially, campaigning against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But now he's saying he will congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu if, that is if. But Damola Lafewa is looking at how relevant Bode George is. But let's also look at the Yoruba leaders coming together ahead of the inauguration. How far can this go in helping the peace of the country?
Thank you for having me, and it's a good morning, Nigeria. There is something in our policy that has come to stay, which requires that we have a closer look at and then do an amendment to correct the wrong impression that has been brought into our politics. Now, if Yoruba leaders coming together to say, okay, they are going to support Asiwaju Bola Tinubu towards the inauguration, it's nothing. It's nothing that is strange at all, because our politics in Nigeria today have gotten to the level where everybody, bigotry has become a language, an acceptable language everywhere. Now, before the election, everybody was saying, the Yoruba were divided. Some were saying, look, it's particularly John Kofi and all that for Tinubu. Now that Tinubu has a hand, now everybody is now seeing it and say, okay, this is my own. Let us, after all, we did whatever we could, and we couldn't get him. We couldn't get our candidates to win, and now we have somebody who is from our own extraction, our own ethnic extraction. Why don't we support him? Of course, there is nothing wrong in that. If you look at, I mean, a good Democrat will say, okay, I have contested, I have a candidate, unfortunately my candidate didn't win. So somebody has emerged, and this person that has emerged because he's in the, because he emerged democratically, then he has become the president of all. So we are going to see our loyalty and then support him. Of course, there is nothing wrong in that. If that is the mind of everybody. But when you get to a point that, okay, this is my person, yes, at least I'm going to get better treat and treatment with this presidency. Now that is when it is wrong. Now I think Bolivia is saying that now he will support Tinubu or congratulate him or whatever because of this or that. Now that's not it's not area before it is seen. Everybody at that level before the election was sure that his or her own candidate will win. And because they want to prove that yes, they have done their homework. So the fact that they are very sure that their candidate can never lose. And that's why they are saying, okay, if he wins, they are going to lose and all that because they were so sure he was not going to win. Unfortunately, he won. And so here he's going. In politics, you can hardly hold anybody down to his word in politics. So it has become our own. He has won. So let me see. I'm not going to go anywhere. I mean, that's just that's the way I look at it.
Okay, so let's just also move ahead this morning and looking at another headline on the front page of the newspaper this morning, most especially. Let's look at the Nation newspaper this morning. That is about the Senate President, seat. 69 senators signed on for me. Signed up for Akpabio. Barao says Ndume. And remember, Ndume is one of the outspoken senators at the Senate. But remember, last week was more of people talking about, the Senate, APC, shoving aside the people from the North Central. And now, if an Akpabio emerges as the Senate president, and was it Yari that came out to say that they know how to play the politics, and at the end of the day they are waiting for the next 4 years. Maybe or maybe not, the Northerners may not be supporting an Akpabio. But what if some bills are being passed? What if some bills are meant to favor some set of Nigerians, and the aggrieved members leave APC, join the opposition? And don't you think this will also make the government difficult for whoever whoever that is declared as president at the end of the day? Hello. Let's try and reconnect with Comrade Oluwamotosho this morning. If you look at this headline, it speaks volume. Most especially with the reaction that we got last week, and what also came to play at the party secretariat. With Yari and some other guys, those who came from the rep, are also saying that North Central is not given the big positions. At least the official. Some of the officers, the head officers at the National Assembly. Well, we'll look at that, and in the next few minutes we'll read some tweets coming from this headline. Thank you very much, Comrade. Yeah, thank you very much.
You were talking about the Senate presidency.
Yes.
And okay. You see, last week I think we discussed this last week, and what I said is what APC is able to make of this, whoever emerges with the party, whether APC has the capacity to manage the success that the party has recorded in the presidency now or not. Because it's clearly there is need for APC to exercise a lot of caution and take care, and then employ a kind of lightheartedness in this situation. Because you don't say, okay, because this person had not done what we expect, what is expected of him. Maybe he has not delivered the quantum of votes that we are expecting from his area. So because of that, we are not going to we are not going to look their side when we are deciding about the sharing formula, the way they share the positions and all that. Now, I think what they should put into consideration is what is the intention of the person and the people there. Because if you just want to look at the quantum of vote that is delivered, you'll be disenfranchising so many other members of the party who are so faithful and so loyal to the party. Yes, we quite understood that some things happened then. Now, like before the election, know that, it was being flouted that Southeast wanted the Senate presidency. And now the elections are here and are done with. And we begin to have, yes, it's going to be Southeast, it's going to be South, and things like that. I think there is need for APC to really sit down and decide. And one thing I want APC also to know is that how they come up with this, how they manage this. Because, they came up with the first time they decided we are going to zone it to social place. And then a lot of complaints came and they said, okay, no problem, just calm down, we are going to redo it. Now, if the way they handle this and resolve it without, if there is peacefully, if there is no crisis, and managing after this, then that shows that would be a pointer to us that APC may at this time be ready for governance without rancor. And but if they go the other way, the Senate may not be as peaceful as it was in this last, in this administration that is rounding off now. Because the relationship between the National Assembly, the current National Assembly, and the executive was so peaceful, so calm. We didn't have situation where they have a confrontation and all that. So if the next legislation is going to be peaceful and seamless as well as it has been now, then it's going to be determined. It's going by the way they handle these zoning arrangements.
Okay, now going to the Punch newspaper, which is the last burning issue here, before we read messages and tweet. There's this headline that says 160 Nigerians in Sudan don't have passports. FG. Remember, the federal government came out that year, they're done with evacuation, but they also said that 160 are yet to be profiled because they don't have passports. And that will aid their evacuation back to Nigeria. If these people if they can say that they're Nigerians, what's stopping the federal government from, bringing them back home?
That's the difference between between Africa generally. Let me say, not Nigeria alone, Africa generally, and other nations that we look at and consider as developed economies. Now, America will not joke with just one of the citizens. Even if that citizen is lunatic, America will not joke with it. Now, wherever they have a citizen of theirs, if it requires that they go into legislation to fix some things to be able to get that citizen to safety, they will do that. But in Africa generally, we think to care less about the lives of our citizens, the lives of our brothers, and that's quite alien to the culture of Africa, because Africa will care for our brothers. We are always our brothers' keeper. Sometimes, when you see, it is very, very strange. When you see somebody, probably you are going on the street and then you see somebody down, maybe for whatever reason, incapacitated, down on the street and all that. Everybody that passed by want to stop and ask what happened, to see if there is a helping hand that they surrender there. Now, but all of that are changing now. It is Africa that believes in the family culture. yes, because this is my family member, and these we consider compound family, extended family, and then we care for them. That's the culture of Africa. Now, unfortunately, all of these things are changing now. Now, it is quite pathetic for a government to now say, because some citizens got out of this country and then they are in danger where they are, and because you are profiling them, you've not been able to ascertain whether they are this or that. I don't see any reason why they cannot be evacuated. Yes, I agree that we look quite alike. A Ghanaian, you really may not be able to differentiate between a Ghanaian and a Nigerian. Somebody from the Republic of Benin, you might be able to say, okay, maybe because they don't speak English there, they speak French, you say, okay, French is not our language, it's not our official language in Nigeria and all that. But there is no way you will still be able to say, if somebody can come out and say, this is my locality, this is my village, this is the state where I come from, and you are able to trace, and then you can see that there is truth in this. I don't think it should be the responsibility of government to say, okay, we are bringing everybody home. As long as you say you are a Nigerian, and you are a Nigerian, and we can establish that you are a Nigerian, why do you want to keep them there in danger? Just because you are saying you want to survive, you want to be sure they are not. Now, will they just lie? If somebody, Nigeria Republic is so close to us here, a Nigerian will not speak outside the way a Nigerian will speak. A Nigerian will not speak Yoruba, Igbo, or whatever local language that we speak here. The way we will speak it here. So I don't think it should be that difficult for government to be able to justify, to be able to say, this is a Nigeria, this is our citizens, and then bring them home when they are in safety. When you have brought them out of danger to safety, then you may begin to say, okay, we want to do a profiling, and then you can continue from there. Okay. I think government should reassess its stance and bring our citizens, bring our brothers and sisters out of danger and bring them back home for safety.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Olumotosho, for joining us this morning, and we wish you the best, all the best for the rest of this week.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Comrade Olumotosho is a public affairs analyst, and talking about the federal government doing the necessary. Saying that because some don't have passports.
I think saving the lives of the people in need should come first. And since they've been able to tell the federal government delegation that they are Nigerians,
and they know where they're from.
And they know where they're from. At least there are some few questions you can ask any individual, and from answering the questions correctly, you will know that okay, this person is actually a Nigerian. And it shouldn't be a new thing for the federal government to know that there are so many Nigerians leaving the country even without passports. There are so many. Yeah, that's a similar fact. There are so many people leaving the country without even passports.
Okay, so let's check some messages concerning the Seun Kuti versus NPF saga this morning. Tweets coming in this morning. Donald Agbaje on Twitter says Seun Kuti versus NPF. Nigerians are waiting for the outcome of this case. Okay, and Bagamos Olua Olawoyin says you can't escape this on Malai Leko. But do you call that the way, because there's some tweets here, some giving him kudos for taking that step, while some are against.
Like I said, I've been following Seun Kuti for years because I'm a fan of the Kuti family. I've been a very strong fan of the Kuti family, and looking at judging by the utterances, Seun Kuti, and sometimes the way he behaves in the public and the way. I like I said earlier on, I think it really needs to calm down. I think the Fela's son thing is really getting into his head.
But there is a tweet here that says that because Seun Kuti knows that if he had reported to the police station or to the police over the weekend, he will surely be behind the bars.
No,
that was the reason. Some said that was the reason.
That is not a vital.
Excuse. Okay, I am Laborde says he said he will cooperate with the police, but police was looking for him yesterday in his house, but they didn't see him.
They didn't see him. That's why I said, sometimes you want to be like Fela, but you can. I don't think Fela will ever run. Fela was arrested on so many cases, on so many occasions at his shrine.
Maybe because he wasn't prepared.
No, Fela, you were always singing songs about the ills of the government and you are not prepared. And that, mind you, most of the songs Fela sang then were during the military junta. Yep. So Fela was always ready. He was bold. He was brave enough to at least to face. Look at the way they stormed his house some years ago. That
through his mother, through the window.
I mean, when I read that the police came to search for him in his house and he was nowhere to be found, I just laughed.
That means he knew the mistake he made.
He knew. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, a tweet from Oladeji that says, "We look forward to the outcome of the with glee. Lots of itchy palms in the country waiting for a precedent to be approved, whereby policemen in uniform can now be slapped with ease by everyone." Well, another one. Okay, Don X Libor says he should be arrested, matter investigated, and if found culpable, be charged to court and imprisoned. This should serve as a deterrent to other superstars who are in the habit of assaulting uniformed men. Remember, you can send us a WhatsApp message straight to 0904-422-2939. Now, where I'm going to is, there was also an incident that happened, Ice Prince, where he carried a uniformed man. I think Ice Prince was later arrested. And when he was paraded, you see how remorseful he was.
That is it.
So there are times that even if you want to take some decisions, you don't take the laws into your hands. Look at the name of that police officer, right? Then maybe you call the spokesperson. I mean, the PPRO.
I mean, so many Nigerians have been doing that in recent times. When you see a police officer abusing or maybe maltreating citizens, harassing the citizen, you take the number, you put it on social media, and before you know it, at least 4 police officers lost their jobs. They were demoted, and I mean, in recent time, I can count like 4, 5, 6 police officers that have lost their jobs because they either what's it called?
They maltreated citizens.
Slapping citizens.
Okay,
but you should have told the past too.
But another thing here is, if you look at someone, so if you give me 1,000 reasons, or 1,000 examples of how some police officers, were being, demoted, some fired. Some people will also give you 10,000 examples of police officers who were trigger happy and nothing has been done, walking freely in the society.
That was why I said 2 wrongs cannot make a right.
So the Nigerian police force must also come out to tell us the next step taken to make sure that their officers are, they behave well in the society.
I really hope this young case won't be settled out of court.
Well, we wait to see. The last message here before Victory comes up, Adeni. Okay, it says he's from a noble family and noble lineage. He should conduct himself better.
That is it.
That this shameful way, or more something. That
was I mentioned.
Son of Orange that causes throat sick against
that was I mentioned.
his mom.
Femi Kuti has maintained a very clean record. Yenny, there are so many Fela children that have maintained so many clean records. It seems it's only Shehu that is always in the bad. Story down the news.
Okay, but now we'll move.
To watch it,
oh yeah, watch it. And for Nigerians who are out there who always who feels that because Shehu has done something like that, you may also want to try something like that. Please,
on your own.
Please don't. Well, Victory Richard is here as we move to Solutions Clinic, and Hilda has broken the record. And part of the things we also saw about the event is that Hilda will have to stand cooking for the days, for the long cooking marathon, cookathon. But as Dr. Victory Richard is here this morning, what would you advise Hilda to do after breaking the record this morning? Good morning to you.
Morning to you guys. Trust you're doing great. I mean, it's such a good time to be Nigerian. I feel so blessed and super inspired with Hilda's achievement thus far. What I would advise is to take all the bed rest she can, because I cannot even imagine the ache her body is going through right now. Standing for 4 days. I just put out a tweet saying, just this morning, because of the rain, I have slept and woke, like I slept and I woke up like 4 times before deciding if I want to even step up from the bed.
Step out of bed.
Do you understand? So imagine someone who has been up for 4 days. It's just really inspiring, and it just reminded me that dreaming big is expensive.
And Victory, you being a chef too.
Honestly,
no. What type of chef are you? Is it the vegetable and the okra that you prepare? Have you tasted this food before?
You don't have to taste it.
Please don't try me. You guys must not try me. You know me. You know me. Don't drag this generator.
I know he's a chef.
No, seriously. So for the kind of passion that I have.
Cooking for that long hours. I mean, cooking alone
for an hour is stressful. Because it requires you doing the cutting, standing to supervise the food. I mean, it's not easy to cook, then doing it for hours, 87 hours, without resting.
Okay, you know what?
She deserves all the accolades she's getting.
Yeah, she deserves the accolade, but she will surely have, I think, 30 minutes rest after 6 hours. Yeah, so according to the breakdown.
2 hours for 24. That's the 24 hours in a day. 2 hours.
Yeah. So for the social, like
she can take either she's taking I think 5 minutes per hour. So there's a way it's broken down. But it's just inspiring, and congratulations to her. And I know more women are inspired to break more records.
Okay, so someone said here, if that gas don't finish, I beg. No amount is small, so people should start sending money to you. That so we also said something like
she was sponsored.
How many cylinder of gas will she have at that venue?
She was sponsored.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we saw a lot of brands there. Celebrities also had to go there to also,
There's already a brand offering to give her a getaway to the Maldives after she's done. I mean, she's a national treasure right now.
And another thing here is we also noticed that a manager was also talking yesterday, saying that she's on her period and the stress she has to go through.
I mean, you know how women can be during their period,
cranky.
How cranky they can be, and with that she's still. I mean, it just tells you how tenacious and resilient she is towards achieving her dreams.
Okay, well, dreams are achievable. Victory, you've got a dream to become not just a fashionista, but also
I'm about to break my record.
How many hours of photo shoot?
Sometimes I get confused because I really don't know where you stand. Whether you're a chef, whether you're a model.
I can do all things.
You can do what?
All things.
Okay. All right. So Victory is coming in with Solutions Clinic. My name is Oladapo Okunubi.
And my name is Adedamola Lafewa. Good morning.
To see me when we been there school. For my mind, she go become my first wife. Me, I been there tell myself, say 25, I go build house, and I go there drive my own big car. But as time don't they reach old, don't they grow. We still they trade, but I just keep on building. Hope it all comes alive. So, mama, when I become old, I will become a pilot. Oh, say, papa, when I grow old, I will become a surgeon. But dreams do change, and I keep hoping that it all comes alive.
I remember when I been in school, I did tell everybody when I grow up, I won't be a banker. I didn't think say if I did work for place, the people they keep money no go finish for my hands. Oh, but as time don't away. and we still they try to make things work, hoping it comes alive. So mama, when I become old, I go become a doctor. Oh, and papa, when I grow up, I go be engineer. But dreams do change. I'm still hoping that it all comes alive. Oh, we keep hoping. We keep hoping. We keep hoping. I am the Bashima, hoping. Oh yeah, yeah. We keep hoping. We want you to hope and believe it as you are. We keep hoping. Young Bashima, hoping. And it all comes alive.
That's a beautiful record, Atella and John Olga right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9. Exactly 22 minutes gone past 9, and it's my cue to welcome you to Solutions Clinic. My name is Victory Richard. Good morning to you, Ibadan.
Good day, everyone. I am Dr. Tomio Petu, a public health physician. This is my reminder to you to stay safe, keep your homes clean and pest-free. Also remember to wash your hands regularly, and if you feel ill or any of your family members, please remember to see a healthcare provider first. Keep listening to Solutions Clinic.
My name is Dr. Fumi Adeyemi. I'm a family dentist, and I would like to tell you that your mouth is the gateway to your body. So if you keep your mouth, you keep your whole body for what is ahead of you. So if you keep your mouth, you keep your life. If you get your mouth checked by your dentist, keeping your mouth, you keep your life for the future. Thank you.
Alright, it's a beautiful Monday morning. I mean, it's a great day. I feel super elated and I feel so much alive. What a good time to be, a Nigerian with what is happening right now in Nigeria, in Africa, across the globe. We're celebrating the achievement of this great chef. I'm talking about the beautiful one, Hilda Bassi. Well, we're going to be talking about that very soon on the Lunchtime Show, but like it's time for Solutions Clinic, where we get to talk about everything and anything health. My name is Victory Richard, and we're streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube at Solutions 939 FM, so do well to jump in on these platforms and lend in your thoughts regarding the subject of interest this morning. So this morning, we're going to be talking about skincare. Now, this is a conversation conversation that I've gotten several messages as to when I'm going to have a dermatologist come into the studio and educate us on several things that we need to know about our skin. So for the purpose of introduction, the skin is the largest organ of the body with a total area of almost 2 square meters. It protects the body from weather conditions and germs, helps regulate temperature, and gives sensations of touch, heat, and cold. It's a 3 layers combined to provide a waterproof layer, connecting tissues, sweat glands, and hair follicles. For many functions that the skin performs, it is certainly paid little or no attention. My guest this morning is Mrs. Olaide Kilmer. She's joining me to talk about skincare. Good morning to you, man. It's great to have you join us in the studio. Morning to you. Right. Yes, we can see you live and direct, and we can see that skin glowing as well.
My skin is even betraying
It's
me.
not. So if you call this betrayal, then
It is.
no
it
goodness.
Is, actually, it is. And I'm going to talk about that as we gist. Now, I'm saying that my skin is betraying me now because it is actually in a bad state, but it doesn't mean my skin is not healthy.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that.
Absolutely.
Healthy skin has rashes, has blemishes, has all of those things, but we are still good.
Yes, we'll talk about that. So yes, if you have a question regarding skincare, you want to send us a message via WhatsApp to 0904-422-2939. And you can also drop your messages on our social media pages. You can do tweets. You can as well drop it on our Facebook comment section. So do well to like, comment, and share, all right? All right, let's begin the conversation this morning. And my very first question will be, the very phrase we see all over social media. So you meet someone, the person has a very spotless skin, and you ask them the question, what is your skin routine? And you know what they tell you? Drink water and mind your business. And I get worried because I drink water. I love to stay hydrated. So how is my skin not as flawless as yours? So talk to us. Is that the magic to getting a flawless skin?
Scam.
Right.
So the magic to getting a flawless skin, first, know your skin type. The first thing you want to do, know your skin type. When you know your skin type, you will know the kind of products you should use on your skin. Yes, so there is a part for getting hydrated, but that is not the solution, for getting healthy skin. So you said it, you do the right thing. Build a skincare routine, but you can't even build a skincare routine if you don't know your skin type. So that drink water and mind your business is just regular Niger lingua. It's
not the ideal thing to do. So talking about knowing your skin type, I think that would also help in the kind of cream that you use. Skincare products. Yeah. How do I know my skin type?
So there's something we do. It's called a patch test. We can't do that here. But there are resources online everywhere. My skin type, for instance, is normal to oily. Now my T-zones is oily. You can see that sheen.
Yeah.
But, the other part of my face is normal. So it's normal to oily. So that informs the kind of products I use on my skin. I won't just go and take something for somebody with oily skin or extremely dry skin. It's not going to work for me. It may even make my skin bad in some cases.
So for me to know my skin type, I need to see a dermatologist.
No, you don't need to see a dermatologist.
Okay.
For you to know that's basic. It is online. It is everywhere. So let me just say this now for the purpose of this conversation. So how do you know your skin type? You get a wipe or you get a cotton ball, whatever. Clean your face properly. Take off the dirt, take off grime, take off everything. Then after a while, your skin begins to secrete some oil. Now for people with very oily skin, their skin becomes very oily immediately. For someone with my skin type, after a while, the T-zones, now your T-zone runs from your temple to the bridge of your nose down here to your chin. If this part of your face gets oily, it means your skin is normal to oily. Now, if you touch this part of my skin, it's dry, but this is oily.
Yes, I can see. Yes.
Then people with dry skin, those are people that their skin is flaky, is tight, and is dull. Now, because I've been doing this for 13 years plus, I can see you and know your skin type. I don't have to do that patch test. But for the
what's my skin type?
You've been in this AC for a while, right?
No. We came in together. Actually.
We came in together.
Yeah.
Your skin looks normal, but it looks like.
I kind of feel I have an oil. Yeah. Okay.
Your skin. If your skin was oily, I'll be seeing my face like this on your forehead. So your skin is not oily.
So I have dry skin.
No, your skin is not dry. It's normal. So, but
so there's like normal, there's dry, there's oil. Okay.
There's normal skin type. There's dry skin type. There's normal to oily. We also call that combination skin. Then some people say the sensitive skin is the fourth skin type, but I argue differently. Any skin type can be sensitive. For instance, my skin gets highly sensitive. Now, I have a lot of rashes on my face. I'm going through life.
I cannot see it.
Stop it!
I cannot see it. That's the truth.
Stop it! I'm going through life. Now, my skin is so sensitive that when I travel, I have to carry everything. Like towel, bed sheets. There are some places that I cannot just go and sleep. So my skin can also be that. But I won't say my skin is sensitive. It's normal to oily, but can be very sensitive. Now, depends on the kind of environment I expose myself to and the products I use. That's why I don't just change products. Because once I change it like this, everybody will know. I'll just have rashes all over.
I mean, sometimes it's not easy to stay consistent with these products. And it brings me to my next question. Is it a must that one would have a skincare routine?
Yes. What's a skincare routine?
I mean, so a lot. Okay, tell us what is, because
what is
when people post, some of their routines online, you're wondering, especially with the varieties of products that they use.
Leave all those things. Leave all those 10, 22 products.
Yes, no.
55 products. Leave those things. Maybe I should even be, talking more about this thing.
Yes, I think you really should, because they're confusing us online.
I know. Even when I started there, I was all over the place. Okay, you buy this, buy that. But your skin may not need it. What is a skincare routine, Richard? You bath. That's cleansing. Then you moisturize your skin. That is using your cream. Then you exfoliate your skin. That's using a scrub. This is just 3 products. Then of course you need to protect your skin. Use a sunscreen. That's 4 products. But
let's take it again.
You cleanse.
That's bathing.
Yes, bathing. Cleansing your skin. You moisturize your skin. You have to moisturize your skin, because when you cleanse your skin, it depends on what you use to cleanse your skin. Sometimes some of these products, they strip our skin of its natural oils. So that is where your moisturizing comes into play.
Yeah.
So when you moisturize, most times I even say moisturize your skin while it's damp, because when you do that, you trap in the moisture. That's why it's called a moisturizer. You trap in the moisture into your skin. You know that when people have their baths, they look white. So when you apply cream, then it now gives you that glow and all of that.
Yes.
Then you exfoliate your skin. What is exfoliation? Removal of dead skin cells. Now, for some people, you see white stuff here. We call it egusi. You see it on. I've seen it on. Yeah, I've seen it too. Because I did makeup for 10 plus years, so I actually had that up close with people's skin.
Yeah.
So I see it a lot on their brows and here. So that is what exfoliation does. It takes care of all of that, and you should do that at least twice a week.
How do you do that?
You use a scrub. Now, depending on your skin type. Now, you're going back to skin type.
Okay.
Now that my skin is maturing, I don't exfoliate 3 times a week anymore. I do twice a week now. Because even over exfoliation can thin out your skin. So the last step is protecting your skin. Wear a sunscreen. Because we've been exposed to the sun in this part of the world. So it has, caused that damage on our skin over time. So that's the protection. So I've mentioned four products. Though today I use 7 products, but I've just told you the basics. It's not all those things that you now have a special, then there's this nice cream. It's Kamsha, if you ask me.
So I mean, if it's coming from you.
Hear that? I don't know if you're... what makes your skincare product effective? The ingredients in it. It is not about I have 12 products. What if you have 12 products and none of these products have the ingredients to cater to your skin concern at the time? Do you understand? So it's not by when I see people packing all those things, half the time they don't use it. It's just for and a lot of them they are content creators.
Clearly.
Do you understand? So it is just for all that, you know, the way we want to be, like just for all of that. But at the end of the day, how many do you use? Then these things have expiry period. Then after like 12, 18 months, you trash them.
So for the exfoliation of your skin, you said you would know your skin type to know the kind of scrub.
To know when to exfoliate.
Oh,
yes.
Not
so
the scrub to use.
Now we are going to come to that. Now, you know, I started this conversation by saying knowing your skin type. Now, for instance, if your skin is dry, don't go near a scrub. Because a scrub has microbeads. Now, some people use sugar, some people use salt. I don't advise that. Now, what those microbeads will do if your skin is dry is because your skin is already flaky. It will tear your skin, actually. So you don't want to go near a scrub. Now, people with what's it called now? Normal skin, combination skin. Yes, you can use a scrub, but I use a scrub twice a day. Twice a week. Okay. That is because of what I needed to do right now at this point. Because I've been using a scrub since maybe secondary school, the days of St. Ives.
Wow.
So so my skin is on that part. But there are some people that when you see them, they have to use iron sponge. Remove all those things first. But by the time your skin gets to that point where you don't have to try so hard, then you can now do twice a week, like I do. So even if I don't scrub my face for maybe 10 days, you won't even notice. Because I've already set my skin on that part.
So you have to be consistent with this twice.
That's the key word. That's the key word.
I think that's what makes it a routine. So, but people now feel like when you say routine is having several products and just, it's making sense to me right now.
Information.
Yeah.
Everything we do every day is a routine. Like, I wake up in the morning, I have a routine. 6 a.m. my alarm beeps. I wake up, I do my devotional, I prep my kids for school. They go off to school. I go on my road walk. I come back. That's a routine. Yeah. But we don't just like when people come to me for consultation, they don't want to. Once I just say build a routine, they'll say, I say it's not what you think. Then I now break it down. I have this chart that I share where you cleanse, you moisturize, you exfoliate, and you protect your skin. So, but you have to be, let's not say build a routine, but it's still building a routine.
No, it's actually building a routine. Well, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Remedy Dial, Solutions 93.9, and I'm talking to a skincare expert, Olaide, right here, and she's giving us quite the insight that we need when it concerns skincare and taking care of your skin. There's a lot of misinformation out there regarding skincare routine, and that's why I'm saying if you have a question in that regard, do also send us a message via WhatsApp to 0904 422-2939. Shortly, I'll be taking your messages and I'll be reading out to her so she can give you the desired response that you have. But for further consultation, you might have to reach out to her. Yes, so still talking about skincare, because I have a couple of questions that this is also to my benefit, because I'm also I'm also looking to work on my skin. Some people would say I have a good skin. I'm like, no, there's so much more. I've seen better skin, and to be honest, I'm going to be honest, I don't have a routine. For me, it's just there was a time in my life that I stopped using cream because I felt my skin was really sensitive to it. So I just stopped, and I noticed that it became better. But now that I'm hearing that moisturizing the skin is key, I would have to go back, because I don't even have like a specific cream that I use as of this moment. But if I notice any, skin dysfunction, I just get shea butter. No, I get shea butter.
Shea butter, of course. Shea butter always works.
Yeah.
Shea butter is the hack. Original shea butter is the hack. It gets the job.
Is it true that it makes you darker?
Let's not shake this.
Let's shake it too. Particularly for fair people, we're really scared. When it's because for me, when I see the magic that shea butter does for me, when I use it, I'm like, I have a pimple and I rub the shea butter on. The next morning, it disappears. I want to use it for my entire body, but then I'm also scared when they say because they say it makes you dark.
Why the people that say it, light skinned people? Right?
Yes.
So you know, I formulate products, and of course, I what's it called now? I interact with people a lot, and the people that have come back to say, "Oh, shea butter makes me dark," are people that use lightening creams.
Oh.
But a lot of them don't even know. I hope we can talk about the knowledge part of it, knowing what is in the product. Now, a lot of them don't know. What is shea butter? Shea butter is plant-based. It is from the shea nut. And any ingredients made from such things, plant-based, it actually restores our skin to default settings. So when somebody comes and says, "It made me dark," I just say, "Until you bleach." Yes, that's what it does. People that have come to me to say, "Oh, I need to repair my skin," the first product on my whatever that I recommend is the body butter, because the major ingredients in that product is original shea butter. So what it does is it takes your skin back to factory settings the way you ought to be. So when people come around and they say, "Oh, it's to make me dark," they've been using lightening creams, and honestly, I'm not faulting them. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't read labels. When people come and say, "Oh, I use the product and I'm breaking out," the first question I ask, "What is in it?" "Oh, I don't know."
So we need to talk about, the ingredients of some of these products that we use. Yes, and it brings me to the question of, getting products and you're not sure if it's suitable for your skin, because more often than not, especially for guys, it's even now that we see more guys embracing.
Guys just carry anything.
I'm just telling you, because
guys just carry. There was a day I saw my husband using a product. I said, "Do you know? Do you even? Why?
Oh, he just saw. Was it from yours?
Yes, At that time, I was having, of course, my skin can be sensitive. So there was this oil I'd formulated that I was using to take care of that skin blemish.
Yeah.
I just went to him and I'm like, "Guy, why?"
You've seen your skin popping now.
Yes, I know, but so it just goes to show how we are with these things. You just see a jar of anything with a friend, you say, "Ah, man, your skin they glow, guy." You can't buy it. Now you don't know why that person started using it. You don't know if the ingredients in it, would work for your skin. You. That's why it works for A, it doesn't work for B.
So ultimately, we would need to consult to know these things. Like, I mean, I just told you that I don't have.
Google is.
Now you said my skin type is normal.
Yes.
So if I'm going as a person with a normal skin type and I want to get a moisturizer, what should I look out for?
So, on the face of your product, you'll see the name of the product. Then you will see, for some brands, you'll see what the product does. Then you'll see stuff like normal to oily skin. You see, have you seen stuff like that?
Yes.
You see all skin types.
Or should we believe some of these products? That's another question. Because I mean, we have to break all these. We need to break this table.
Don't shake this table. I'm not around.
Do we? No. You buy these products and they write these things, but when you start using them, you don't see the effectiveness of these.
So that is why, at the end of the day, if you're going to do store-bought, over-the-counter products, there are still some brands that I think you should stick to.
Okay.
There are some brands that they know what integrity is. They actually say, "Okay, what we write on this day," because there are a lot of brands that are having major lawsuits abroad because of these things. They call it deceit. Why should they say this will happen and this is not happening? Even our famous, in quotes, I'm not going to mention.
Yeah, please.
They've slammed them already because people now are coming around to say, "Oh, I used your product and this is what is happening to my skin." But we don't have that kind of protection here in Nigeria. So I'm still going back to say, go for well-known brands. Now, it doesn't have to be expensive to be effective. But if you're someone that, you've dabbled into skincare a bit, there are some brands that are well known and those people will do anything to protect their name. So all skin types, yes, is a thing. Then you can do normal to oily skin types.
It's like your husband cuts the shade that you gave to him.
Why?
He's over the comments. Alright, we'll take a quick commercial. We'll be back to continue this conversation right here. Of course, it's the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9. We're talking about skincare, and I've been talking to a skincare expert, and she's giving us all the information that we need in that regard. Remember, you can send in your messages via WhatsApp or regular text to 0904 422 2939. 0904 422 2939.
For this Naija wey we dey so, say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o. You wan send money to Male for Villa, just use Momo. You wan buy recharge card or data plus jollificate 15% bonus when you recharge, just use Momo. You wan pay for market where you buy, just use Momo. You fit use Momo run plenty things without cash. As long as you get Momo account, no cash, no wahala. And e dey easy to open o. Just dial *671# to open Momo account o. Set your PIN, transfer money from your bank account or inside your Momo account to fiam make you fit dey pay for anything, send and receive money sharp because life dey simple with Momo. You go jollificate 15% bonus anytime you recharge with Momo.
Hello, sir. Do you mind if I interview you quickly?
No. I don't get time.
Just a quick one, sir. If you get 1 million naira right now, what would you?
You say? First of all, I go share this my phone. After that, I will come buy red bars. You understand? Then I'll come work well. Come block my landlord main office, see my status. God declare for the boys there. Levels all live with that.
Take off on a billionaire level and do as you like with the FCMB Billionaire Promo Season 9 by increasing your savings account balance by 10,000 naira and keeping it for 30 days in your FCMB account. And if you're a new customer, deposit 10,000 naira into your account and keep it for 30 days. And you could be one of the winners of ₦1 million and other amazing cash rewards. Approved by NLRC and FCCPC. FCMB, my bank and I.
I beg you, make una come see sweet and chingo wey Sumafu carry enter market. This one you no go free say no. Come make you for see ogbonge yellow biscuit when you for enjoy every bite. If na sweet you dey find, Vitamix, Coffee Bite, Candy Crush nko, abi na biscuit you dey find like crackers, Big Crunchy, Low Pack, Fiber Active, Cabin Lucky. You never finish abi you dey find chewing gum, World Cup nko, Robert chewing gum, Zoom, Oku, no go carry so make you go forget yellow bread wey no get rival. Suma Foods na love at first bite.
Your comfort is important. If you're looking for quality, classy, comfortable, and imported furniture, Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise is a place for you. At Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, we've got a wide range of top-notch imported furniture for you at affordable prices. Name it: sofas, royal marble dining sets, executive furnitures of all kinds, banquet furniture, bed and dressing mirror, kitchen cabinets, and lots more. Our intention is to make you feel comfortable always by providing quality furniture, whether at home, office, hotel, lounge and bar, and so on. Hurry now. Contact us today at Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, shop number AA 80-20, Railway Shopping Complex, Aleshiloye Market, and shop 8A-11, Railway Shopping Line, by Alalubosa Junction, Iyagonku Railway Crossing, Ibadan. Call 0802-303-0550 or 0706-225-2649. Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, home of quality furniture made for you.
Saleko is a jungle. Everyone does what they must to survive.
Gangs of Lagos don't land for Prime Video and na the #1 film. So make una go watch am. E get better stars like Toby Bakri, Adesua Tommy Wellington, Chike, Iyabo Ojo, and more. Plus the genge action we them do for the film. Chai! Now for only Prime Video you fit watch Gangs of Lagos, and then go first give you 7 days free trial. Terms and conditions deal. Oh yeah, check back to Prime Video.
Yo, what's up?
Do not touch that dial. You know the radio you tune to, it's your Remedy dial, 93.9 Solutions FM. Your #1 Remedy dial. Wati.
Alright, you're still tuned in to the Remedy Dial, Solutions 93.9. Welcome back to Solutions Clinic, where we talk about everything and anything health. My name is Victoria Richard, and I'm having a conversation with Olaide Okilma. She's a health or skincare expert, rather, and we've been having quite an interesting conversation about skincare and its routines this morning. Of course, we're continuing with that interesting conversation. I'll be reading some of the messages you've sent regarding your question on skincare. So I have the first question here from Kemi. Good morning, Vic Riches, and good morning to your guests. My question is regarding my daughter. I have a 15-year-old daughter with stretch marks, and she doesn't use cream. What could be the cause, and what could be done?
She has to use cream.
Is it just cream that causes stretch mark? That's good.
Do you know why I'm sighing? I'm sighing because people that bleach their skin also have stretch marks.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, if the mother is confident because she's a 15-year-old and definitely the child is under her tutelage or under her roof,
we will get there. Now let me just say this. Some people that start using bleaching. Now I won't like to say they are bleaching. Some people that start using bleaching creams don't even know that that cream is a bleaching cream. Now why am I saying this? A girl that is 15. When did I start buying cream for myself? When I went to university now. It was when I got to university. When I was in my parents' house, I would use my auntie's cream or I would use my mother's cream. My mother had this cream that then it's the cream and the soap that mommy buys that everybody uses. So imagine that mommy is a mommy that maybe she's light skinned and she wants to maintain her skin, but because it happened to me. I was using my auntie's cream at the time. And someone just said, "Oh, you're looking like that." I said, Like, then I stopped. But some people don't stop. Do you understand? Some people don't stop. Now, for a girl that age, she's probably... Now, I'm not talking about her now. For at that age, it is what mommy buys for you that you use. Except you start earning a living. Like my children, I tell them, it's what I give you. But mom, I don't want water. Use it. When you make your money, you can buy whatever you want. So some people are caught in that web that, it is what we had in the house I'm using. And it's damaging their skin. And they don't know it. Now, for this mother, introduce your child to shea butter.
Okay.
Original shea butter. We have a lot of that in Oyo State because Oyo State is a major hub. So I'm sure if she moves around our markets, original shea butter, please don't add anything to it. Don't try to, in quotes, take off the stretch marks because stretch marks happens a lot of times when your skin expands and people
obesity.
Yes, skin, weight fluctuation. Now, I don't know what the situation is, but mommy just starts with unadulterated shea butter. And please let her cream.
You mentioned something regarding someone else's question, and this is from Tayo. He's saying, good morning to you guys. My question is, how do you identify a bleaching cream?
Okay, so now this is the knowledge part of skincare. Now, for some people are lazy. They're mentally lazy. They don't want to do the work. Now, I don't formulate a sunscreen today, but I sell sunscreens. What I do for every time I buy sunscreens, I go online and I search maybe best 5, best 10. And what I do is I actually read up the ingredients in that product. I read reviews, I read customer reviews, then I read the ingredients in that product. Now, the way you know the active ingredients in any product, there are ingredients that are listed maybe 1st to 5th or 1st to 6th. Now, if you have a product, for instance, and it's the first ingredients is aqua, that's water. You know that whatever that product is water based, and you have shea butter. That's the ingredients with the second highest, like that's the first 6. Now, when you take the first 6 or first 7 ingredients in any product you want to buy, you have to research. You have to know what that ingredient is. So that is where, and a lot of people are lazy when it comes to this. So we are still going back to that because you really, really don't want to destroy your skin. Some people destroy their skin and they cannot reverse it. They just live with it, and these things have lasting effects because it actually now affects some internal organs. Doctors say these things all the time. So you actually have to research. If there is a product that, oh, your friends are using, you like it, and you want to try it, just take the jar. At the back of each standard product, you will see the ingredients listing. Just take the first 6, 7. Just Google it and know what those ingredients are. So that is going to guide you. Don't just go and buy anything.
Any cream.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are actually victims of this. Oh, what are you using? I don't know. I just saw it and I used it. What's inside? I don't know. But your skin is damaging and you don't know.
So you can actually be bleaching and you don't know.
Yes.
This is serious.
Now it depends on your age.
This,
if you are really young and naive, but some aunties and uncles, they know what they're doing.
No, I mean the next conversation will be on skin lightening. Know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
This is serious. All right, another question here is from Mrs. Grace, and she's saying, my daughter has started developing acne, rashes and pimples all over her faces. I know this is a puberty age, but I don't know if that's just the cause or she's reacting to a product. I've asked her severally if she uses something and she says no, just the shea butter that I provide for them.
You see this shea butter. Well, I don't know if it's... Well, let me see. Since we are breaking tables, now there are mothers that mix some creams, tube creams with shea butter.
I even see for kids. I've seen a mom for a baby that they just gave birth to.
Yes, now. Yeah, this is what we are saying. All those creams. Because now we've said a lot about shea butter. That is what some mothers like. What does the baby use? Shea butter. But your baby's knuckle is that it's coming yellow. Because really, if a mother says, "Oh, I use shea butter," you won't look at her funny. But if she mentions some tube creams, but a lot of people now hide under that shea butter. I've mentioned shea butter a lot here because that product is actually God's gift to us. And it is very cheap. It is on a budget, especially here in Oyo State. But now, that's why for the first mother, I said unadulterated. Because people mix things with all of these things. And you say, I'm using shea butter. But you have pimples, you're breaking out. Now, that can also be the side effect of using a skin bleaching cream. Because you see that thing, it will make you fine at first, but when it wants to deal with you, your skin will thin out. You'll start having pimples. You'll start having all sorts of things on your face. Even initially, you will look good though. But by the time the chemicals start dealing with the skin, then you now see all of those things. Therefore, some people, you'll now start seeing stretch marks. So when people come to me and they say, this is happening, I will say, calm down. Let us go. Let us start from the beginning. What do you use? When they now start telling all the things, I say, these are the issues now. These are the issues, actually. So for that mom, if she's not buying her daughter's cream for her, she will just need that. Now it may be puberty, which will go with time, but if she's worried and she thinks, oh, it may be what the daughter is using, she may want to ask further questions. Really.
Right.
Yes,
and scrutinize.
Yes, you may want to ask for that question.
That's fair. Let's take this last question because we're already pressed for time. People talk about anti-aging creams. Do they exist? And should I use it? This is a message from an anonymous person.
They scam. Yes.
Are you serious? So there's nothing like that? What is people that go for cosmetic surgery and procedures? They also give them creams for the after progression of the process. But you're saying it's scam. Let's not overstress the use.
Now this is my personal opinion. Now this is my view. I think that word is a marketing term. Just like how organic has become a marketing term. Then everybody were crazy about it is what I eat, I can put it on my skin.
Speaking of, we have a lot to talk about, honestly, but we'll have a part two to this.
You see that organic, a lot of sellers, they latched onto that because a lot of people are ignorant and a lot of people want to be cutting. No, I'm using natural. What I'm using is natural. You don't even know how this thing was planted. You don't know what they even used to plant it, and you're claiming it's 100% organic. And shift, please stay in one place.
I'll have to let you hold that out there because we're pressed for time. And
aging, I think it is a marketing term.
It's a marketing term
because, life would happen to all of us. And, you know, the first place we see these things is on our skin.
Yeah.
Now, you can actually slow it down. And you start slowing it down from your late 20s, early 30s. How? By building the skin.
You know what? Just give us your social media handle. Let's have people reach out to you for further consultation. We'll have a part 2 to this because we're already pressed for time.
Okay, that's fine. So, because I tell people, start early. You see this sunscreen. The skin you take care of in your 20s or 30s is the skin you will enjoy in your 60s.
Yeah.
It's not when you're 60 you not start buying anti-aging.
Social media. Let's go because of time. So, how can people reach out to you on social media?
On social media is Victoria Hair and Skin. Victoria Hair and Skin on social media, on Facebook, Victoria Hair and Skin.
I would assure and promise you that she'll be back for a part 2 of this conversation. Sadly, we need to go because we're pressed for time. My name is Victory Richard. As I would always say, a healthy life is a ticket to a wealthy life. Have yourself a beautiful Monday.